Hello, this is Louis Zaid from Aleph Arabic Online, taking some Arabic lessons from Surat Al-Masad today. Here is the surah. Okay, so we have a few words here. So tabbat yada. So tabbat is not really used colloquially, but you might see on the subtitles of movies in formal Arabic, tabban lahu or tabban lak, which is basically may you perish, may he perish. May evil befall him. So it's it's either in Qur'anic Arabic or modern standard Arabic, but you wouldn't really hear it on the street. Yad, so it mentions here yada, tabbat yada. So yad means hand, and the plural there's two options for plurals. There's aidin and ayadin, but you wouldn't really hear that on the street. Usually you would hear ideik, your hands. And if you wanted to say, thank you for somebody, if somebody gave you something or did a task on your behalf or something like that, you would say, Yislamu ideik, Yislamu ideik. So thank you very much, basically, like may your hands be blessed, something like that. If you wanted to say manual work, amal yadawi or shughul yadawi, which means done by hand, sunu' yadawi means handmade, something which is handmade, again, with the hands. Okay, so we have Tabbat Yada Abi Lahab. So Abi Lahab is basically the father of the Lahab, father of the flame, the character that's being mentioned. But Ab means father. So if you want to say my father, you can say Abi. Usually on the street you would hear something like Abui, and the plural is Aba, Aba. Okay, which is basically forefathers or fathers, basically. And if you want to say fatherhood, it's Ubuwa. And there are some other words which are very similar, such as prophethood, which is nubuwa, and brotherhood, which is ukhuwa. They all follow the same form. Okay, so there's ma aghna anhu, ma aghna anhu. So ma has six meanings according to the dictionary. It can be what, so ma asmuk, what's your name? It can be ma sha Allah, like that which, that which Allah has willed. Yawman ma, like someday. It can be a negation, number 4, negation, as in the above verse. So ma aghna anhu. So um, it doesn't suffice for him. Basically, it doesn't suffice for him his money and what he earned. Okay, so it's not sufficient for him. So aghna, we'll go into it in the next slide. But ma aghna, it's like not sufficient for him, his money nor what he earned. It can be a negation, which is point 4. 5 can be, as long as. So basically, if you said, as long as I live, ma dumtu hayyan, like as long as I live. And it can also be whenever, as far as. So it has many, many different kind of meanings. Um, some good resources to look at is the Hans Weyer Dictionary of Modern Standard Arabic, Modern Written Arabic, fantastic resource, and also 501 Arabic Verbs by Raymond Scheindlin. If you want to look at the verb forms and how they're formed, we're going to take a little look at verbs right now. So we have the verb which is aghna. So basically, if you look in the dictionary, the modern written Arabic, you can see under ghaniya or ghana, you can see the meaning of the noun, and then it goes into the verbs with numbers. If you look like on the right, it has like a number 4 in Roman numerals. So when you look at number 4, it's telling you it's the form 4 of that particular verb. There are many forms. There are actually 10 forms for most verbs. So number 4, it means to make free from want, to make rich. Ma aghna, you can see it circled at the bottom. Ma aghna anhu shay'an, to be of no use, to be of no avail. So again, like his wealth was of no avail to him, was of no use, wasn't sufficient for him, wasn't adequate for him. So this is kind of how you use the dictionary when you're looking at verbs. You have to look at the numbers, and you have to be familiar with the verb forms and what the number corresponds to. So 4 corresponds to the verb form, which is yughni, aghna, yughni in the present, and aghna in the past. Let's take a little look at that in more detail. So a lot of verb forms. We're looking at number 4, and number 2 we'll look at in a second as well. So verb form 4, typically they're written using the fa'al verb, which is to do. This is how it's usually portrayed in books. So we're looking at number 4, which is af'ala. Okay, so if you look in the 501 verb book, you can see lots of different verbs and how they're formulated. This is just to give you an idea using the example akhbara, to inform. So akhbara, he informed, and then in the present that would become yukhbir, which is he informs. So again, we saw aghna, which is to be sufficient. He is sufficient. It is sufficient. Oh, it was, sorry, in the past. Aghna, and then yughni, it would follow the same format. Yughni means like it is sufficient, it is adequate. So it's kind of following the same structure. All the forms, they form 1, form 2, form 3, blah blah blah. They all follow quite a strict format. Okay, you need to kind of look at the books in a bit more detail for that, but this is to give you the concept. Okay, so we have a verb as well in ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب. So kasab is a form 2 verb. It means to earn. So kasab, yaksib. So you can see in the dictionary extract here it says kasaba, to gain, to win, to acquire, and then has a small little I after the kasaba. You can see it's written I, which shows in the present tense it becomes yaksib. It's not yaksub or yaksab. It becomes a yaksib. That's just kind of showing you what that I means. So kasaba, he earned, and yaksib, he earns. So in the verse it says he earned. Wama kasab, and whatever he earned. Mal, ma aghna anhu maluhu, so it wasn't adequate for him. Maluhu, mal means money or wealth, the plural of which is amwal. Amwal, okay, is wealth or money. And usually in street talk they would say masari, which means money, or flus in the Gulf. Later, if you go to places like Syria or Jordan, you'll hear all these kind of words for money or cash. Masari, flus, later. And I'm sure there are other words as well. There are some other nice vocabulary we can take from this chapter as well. So lahab means basically flame. Nar means fire. Imra'a means woman or wife. So you can hear in the street people saying marti, marti, marti. It means my wife, which would in formal Arabic it would be imra'ati, but in the street you would just hear marti, marti. Okay. You could say you hear in the street as well mart ammi. Mart ammi is like my is like it's like the wife of my uncle or something like that. Maybe if you're speaking to your uncle's wife, mart ammi. So again, it's just kind of condensed a little bit in the street. Hatab, hatab and faham. So hatab is in the Quran. It's written there. Hatab, meaning coal. You'll hear on the street as well faham, but hatab is also used. So you can see the picture on the right, shay al hatab. So you'll find tea on coal. Tea cooked on coal. Barbecues on the hatab. So you'll see that. Um, Hatab, it actually might relate to wood, a wood fire rather than faham. Faham is obviously coal. Hatab, it might relate more to wood. Jeed, neck. So jidiha, on her neck. In the street, usually they'll say raqaba, which is neck, raqaba. Habal, it means rope, and that's used in modern day in colloquial Arabic. So thank you for listening. This is Louis Zaid from Aleph Arabic Online. Hope you enjoyed the recording. Have a good day.